again, you could be more aggressive and take the OB here.
We visited the Rolex store, little Roly. I think it reached to like 2 point something%.
Female traders back in like 2017, 2018, it was just near to nothing. We are holding the M15 OB.
Are we going to draw to it, meaning short-term shorts, or... Hello, welcome back to the UK. We are going to continue filming, vlogging, bit of life, bit of trading, bit of fitness, bit of whatever I'm up to. Good for my own documentation, sharing the vibes, sharing the value with you lot. And I guess we'll just start off with me saying I've been back for about 2 weeks, I think. Let's check my calendar. Oh my goodness, it's been 3 weeks, nearly 3 weeks now. But yeah, crazy. I just want to show you my calendar. Not that it's like anything interesting, but like, do you see how, you know, like, just like look at the colors. Like, there's just so much going on in my calendar. It's been crazy busy coming back to UK in like the best way possible. I like it like that. Actually, something's happening in about an hour and 15 minutes, which will determine something. You guys will see it in this video, but I'm not gonna say it right now. I'm currently been watching the Wimbledon because it is Wimbledon season. Sabalenka just got knocked out from Wimbledon, so yeah, I'm yapping. You lot probably like, oh, this girl, she ain't a trader, she just talks about her life, and yes, I do. Enjoy this video, whatever is in this video. Maybe I'll throw some stuff in here to do with trading. We'll go over the charts just because this week has been funky. It's been quite a draining week for me personally with trading. I feel like I haven't said that in a while. But yeah, give it a like. Y'all know what to do. Hey team, let's jump into a breakdown for this week. Let's just look over the weekly candle from last week. So what we were looking at was price to continue, but having the awareness that we did leave behind imbalance. And I think I mentioned that we can even get to the midpoint of it before we then decide to take out the next high. So on the daily, you can kind of see that, I don't know where this level is coming from, probably in the lower time frames, but you can see as price is approaching each of these lows on the daily, it's wicking. So there's a rejection happening here. I think I've also had sort of this premium discount matrix here. So price is kind of approaching the sensitivity point. So it's either if price is going to react off it and continue taking out this high, or if we're just going to continue to trickle, so on and so forth. But key thing to note is just the nature of price. Pay attention to that as we're approaching these areas. Now on the 4 hour, okay, this is what that level was. I'm just going to clean that up so it doesn't show on the higher time frames. These were just markups from before. We've got a clear 4 hour AOI. We've also got imbalance left behind, breaker structure on this time frame. And so it's just going to be about, are we going to draw to it, meaning short-term shorts, or are we going to just pop off now? All right, that is the forecast for Monday done with my cheeky coffee. Gonna send that out to the team. Price is looking good. You know, it's the third week. I do find like the third week of the month kind of being a lot better than obviously the first week, so on and so forth. So gonna edit that up and then send it out to the team, and gonna have a great start to this week. Happy Monday. Alright, bit of a change of scenery. I'm absolutely frazzled. You know when you just spend too much time like sitting down, staring at a screen, it kind of gets to you.
I feel like I haven't really spoken to anyone except the camera. Talking to myself, basically going crazy. But anyway, something came up on my YouTube, and it's actually 7 years since I made this channel, which is insane. I feel like I should have done some sort of like happy birthday Hannah Forex YouTube channel tribute compilation thing, but I'm a bit lazy. I don't know. I feel like I don't even know what to say. I think just thank you for tagging along in the journey. I don't know how many of you have been around since I've been in my first community, when I used to live at my mum's house, and I remember filming. It was just crazy, like back in the day, doing this like trading thing where no one knew back then what it is now compared to like what it was before. It's just so different, and I'm one of the only ones just actually documenting instead of like a teaching standpoint, but it was more so like, this is what I'm doing and this is what I've like messed up on and blah blah blah. And even like the pool of female traders back in like 2017, 2018 was just near to nothing. Like it was just so small, and it's just cool to see the evolution and the growth. You know, I want to see it as a positive thing, but of course the ups and the downs, like we've got to be realistic, but overall it's just cool to see how like the space has evolved over time. And yeah, you can really get sucked into the narrative, keep trying to do what's viral or what's trendy, for your growth, channel growth, brand growth, whatever growth it may be. But like I think at some point you do stop listening to the noise and like what is next or what is the narrative, and you kind of stick to what is good. But then again, every up and down, there's a cost to the comfort of where you're at. So I think it's just such a cool evolution, you know. Markets have been very dead today, so nothing to really report on. Sometimes that happens, so a lot of things were just on the laptop kind of work, not so much trading. Damn, I was just doing some work and then I looked to my right and look at price just popping off. Look at that wick, crazy. Then I get the little notification about PPI, and look at that. Love that it just comes up on my notification center. It tells me that there's news, so you know when this happens, your girl's not shocked. That's GU, this is GJ. But you know, shout out to sort of this app for just letting me know that there's this news that's coming out, and I get a little bleep. Just checked the markets, did the forecast. I'm still looking for GJ longs. It's been an interesting one this week in terms of myself and trading, but gonna be a good day today. Probably be in the gym in the next hour, and then I'm gonna go co-work with a LifeClub member, and then we have a London LifeClub dinner, just casual, just some bonding. Let me show you this because my alert has just gone off. I had an alert set at this high because I wanted to see if we can take or get involved in a trade to push to the upside. Time and price is a real thing, you know. Sometimes you can filter out trades just by checking the timing. Is it a crossover session, or are we coming out of the kill zones? So that's one thing to know when you are trading, is to make sure as just a final confluence thing. Of course, high time frame context and where market structure is and where you think the next draw on liquidity will be is always going to be sort of like the umbrella, like that will overpower. But you can find a lot of setups a lot of the time, but the ones to not take, or the ones that are less probable, is the ones you've got to be careful about. Ideally this entry, however, we could still come to the midpoint of this. This acts as the inducement, and we come just below, sweep it, and then push higher, and that will be ideal. So still taking a trade within here, potentially at the midpoint at around 196 point, you could say 66. I'm gonna set my entry and we'll see how it goes throughout the day. Just got back from the gym. We're actually triggered in, so we are just above break even. What's quite nice is that we are holding the M15 OB, so let's just see if we will end up taking out the high. This is kind of the OB that I was at. The midpoint of it was my thinking. We actually ended up drawing to the M5 OB as well as the M15. Traded to it, not through it, so good sign so far. I'm gonna have an alert set. I should go on the M5 here. An alert set at this high up here. So let's do that now. Setting an alert.
So that's my alert set. We'll see if price will draw to it and continue higher. We have buy side above here, above here, above here. So it's just about will we draw and take it out. Let's have a look at our trade. I'm not a fan of like how price is breaking through this low. Yeah, how just price is kind of breaking this internal low. And then you can see that maybe we are reacting off of this bearish OB. If we start to break this, then yeah, just gotta be careful, right? Because what could happen is then price comes to the downside and takes us out. Alright, so we're out here in Battersea. I've also got taken out of my, I saw stop loss hit GJ, but we moved to break even. I told you guys it was gonna reverse, but your girl just left it. I was very busy this morning. But anywho, that's kind of the update so far. Gorgeous weather. Oh, hello sir. Change of plans. There was some lady yapping. Couldn't understand our conversation. We're out here trying to have a serious conversation. That lady yapping away. She was so loud. But anyway, it's okay. We can move. So we're gonna quick change of plans because someone wore the wrong attire. Didn't get the memo.
Okay, can we
No.
get a fit check? Let's do a double fit check.
Alright, let's put this here then.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that what they do?
You gotta do it the other way, like this.
Oh, sorry.
This is stuff that we do in LifeClub, you know? Anywho, Battersea Power Station. E-man's gonna get some shorts, talk some life.
I usually all avoid all the back streets. I usually all avoid all the bad things. I can't just come around because you happy.
We visited the Rolex store, little Rolly, for E-man, doing some visualization. Sometimes like, in order for us to sort of break through these limits or like what we've been known for like growing up, is to literally get yourself to either a car dealership, test drive, feel, get all like 5 senses involved when you're like trying on a Rolex, going to a house viewing, testing out a car, and it makes it so real, it makes it so tangible. And I think that's just like the next level power of visualization. I remember doing that, living at my mom's house. I'd go to Knightsbridge, take myself on a date, spend like what I would think was a ridiculous amount of money on just a coffee from the Bulgari cafe. But now it's like, it becomes more normal. But the thing is, you had to feel it, see it in your mind before you could hold it in your hand and get it done. So that's what we did. We went to the Rolex store. And yeah.
Double up, double up. Tell me, girl, what you running from? Running from, running from. Don't you think that we should double up?
Oh, this background is sick though. It's very green vibes.
I've been a bit of a peanut and left my tripod.
Sure if I updated you guys, but we got taken out. Break even. I think it reached to like 2 point something %. But yeah, leaving it as is. Currently having a little picnic. It's not much of a picnic, it's just like, since weather is good, it's a little bit of a vibe. We've made it to Albert Bridge. Been walking for a wee little while, almost 40 minutes just walking. Love Albert Bridge.
We do love Albert Bridge. You feel a lot more seen. Also, us sharing the highs and the lows definitely helps with that.
Love when I get this little notification. I'm just gonna show you guys again. Because wherever I'll be, whether I am sort of with friends, walking, just a little bit distracted, let's say, and I'm not really aware of the time, I just get a little prompt that's like, hey, New York session has started. So really handy when I am out and about. So that's one thing I really do like about the app. Also, let me just screen share and show you just a neat little thing that I also do. Well, I've removed it now, but I'm gonna re-add it and kind of show you what it is all about. So I'm gonna add a widget, search down this, market countdown, and you guys can pretty much choose how you wanna add it to your
homepage, and it's just so good because, again, you could have a busy day. Like for example, today I want to take family to the airport, and I get reminded like London session has opened and whatever news is coming out. So today you can have it like a widget like this, a smaller one or a really big one. So for example, I can add this one. Let's put it down here. Click done. So now I know that soon we're gonna get some US related news. I'm never really off sync. I'm always in sync with sessions, timings, kill zones, and as well as volatility and news. So yeah guys, if you want to go check it out, there's a QR code coming up, as well as a link in the description to check it out. It's literally free, but highly recommend you just getting something that will help you keep trading top of mind, kill zones, timing, sessions. Just getting a little notification helps massively. And you know, if you wanted to take your trading seriously, it's like one of the things is you got to keep it top of mind. It's not when it's convenient, it's not when you're free, it's not when you remember, it's genuinely finding time and prioritizing to make it work. Oh, excuse the hair. Don't really know what's going on, but anyway, I've had like the weirdest week and a half. Probably why I haven't really picked up the camera. I didn't feel creative, and I have those moments, you know, where I just don't feel like myself or like the best version of myself, and probably because I'm human. It's been a weird one, but anywho, here we are. Many days later since I last filmed. I'm literally about to set an entry. I just got off a catch-up call with a fellow LifeClub member, and I'm in a trade actually, and this just kind of popped up. So again, sometimes I'm not always on Forex Factory or Market Watch or whatever, but I just get these notifications that kind of pop up on my notification center, so it's quite helpful. I'm in this trade right now as well. If I run it through, y'all can see it was basically based on this M15 range. We had to push up. Now again, technically you can use this as your initial entry, but I'm playing it quite safe just because I haven't really been trading the past couple of weeks. And I mean, even if you look on the 1 hour for GJ, like just look at that, it's more sideways movement. M15 safer. We did get a push lower from Asia range, New York open, midnight open, sorry, and then a push up. What's interesting here is that we had unmitigated sort of this area. So looking at that on the M5, you can kind of see how, yeah, we had this area that was not mitigated. So that's why I decided to choose kind of just this lower region. Again, you could be more aggressive and take the OB here with your stops underneath, but you're just more prone to being caught out, especially in the current condition we're in, the week we're in. We had the JOLTS news again, which shouldn't really affect GJ as much, but yet again, remember GJ is also pound, dollar, and then dollar yen, so there'll be a slight movement. Again, I've got an alert set above this high, just so that we can monitor how we take out the high if we do, because what could happen is, yeah, we push up and then we completely push lower, then potentially kind of touch this area again, then I'll look to move my stop loss, and if anything does change, at least I'm protected, especially seeing how we will react in these areas. So that's kind of my thinking. There's not really been too many super great clean setups as of yet, so yeah, let's see how this forms. This at the moment is looking strong, looking more of a could get some bullish movement coming in, but we'll see. All right team, just a quick one. We've got an alert on GJ, meaning I will be trailing my stop loss to this low. It is currently 11:50 New York time. So yeah, this doesn't look convincing. So yeah, I'm gonna half risk. It's around half the risk. So that is the update on GJ longs. I'm feeling absolutely frazzled. Alrighty, just got home, and this is how the trade is looking. So for those who are like, oh, never show trading, you take trades, I'm literally trying to keep you guys posted, getting a camera and filming bare long. But yeah, I'm gonna trail my stop loss to 198.18, so just below the low, sort of where I'm trying to head to. I then ended up trailing here, and then pretty much trailing below here. It's kind of slowing down a little bit, so we shall see how price will progress. On the 1 hour, I believe we are reacting off of a sort of just, yeah, the premium end of the range and this area, but we'll see if this is enough for price to head to the upside. We shall see.